Hello guys and welcome to episode 34 of my Stellaris playthrough, playing as a Schistocerca Alveare, and today we are going to continue with our mass colonization. If we actually head into our government or into our empire screen, we can have a look at what population we have. I guess the best way to do it would be to look at contacts. If we scroll down to ourselves, go to Schistocerca Alveare, we have 729 population, 509 of those being Schistocercans. That is pretty damn awesome. The Sovereign Kesem Wells has 232 population, and I think they're probably the closest behind. That would make sense. I think they are the second biggest nation. We can actually sort that out though. Ooh, the Lacus. They are 371 population. That's not bad at all. And they are equivalent because their technology level is superior, apparently. Pretty sure we'd still wreck them. And is there anyone that is close? The Damana Commonwealth's pretty close. But I mean, we're 2-3 times the size of the next biggest nation, so that's pretty crazy. And let's just continue now. I do need to make a new sector up here, I believe. And I'm probably going to do that, so let's not waste time and do that. Although maybe just adding it to the other ones is better, because we'll then have to have less governors. I'm not sure. I mean, this Vel-Lad sector, if I add more planets to this, like the Shorak system, the Yota system, the Horsham system, they're going to have, what, like 20 worlds? 19 worlds, there you go. That's crazy. So then if I go to the Vol map sector and we add like Savasik and Lambda Serpentis, I guess that will end up having a lot of planets as well. I guess I'm going to have to do that. And then maybe the one over here, the Atavrish sector, can add Mang once we colonize that. For now, though, that will have to do. So we do have an abundance of minerals. Let's flood that into one of our sectors. And I'm also probably going to be building and upgrading the spaceports on a lot of those planets that I just made. So let's go to the Vel-Lad sector. We'll go to Horsham Prime, go to the spaceport, and that's actually currently building. We do need to enslave these guys, so we are going to do that. Atafil Prime, we do need to enslave that population. And I'm going to upgrade the spaceport to level 6. I feel Secundus, we can do the same, level 6, and we can enslave the correct populations here. At Shorax Prime, need to make sure that that population is enslaved. And at Shorax Secundus, we need to enslave that population. At Sidor Prime, we can upgrade the spaceport to level 6. And that's used up the majority of our minerals. So let's now continue with the war against the Kixlufran Galactic Hierarchy. And it seems as though my wormhole station got destroyed. So what I need to do is come to Jugum with my construction ships. We will build a wormhole station and 2 military stations either side. We'll probably get a 3rd construction ship to do one above and below as well.
Construction complete.
Although we don't have enough minerals to make that happen just yet. Okay, this fleet though, we need to make sure that is bombarding the planet. Actually, no we don't, because we've already taken it over, so let's just embark all my armies. And what I need to do is wait until the wormhole station is built so I can move on to attack new planets. So, I can't remember exactly how much war score we needed, but we must be pretty close. So we need 95%. So, yeah, we are pretty close. Either way, at the Yon system, we do need to invade that planet, I believe, and then we can go on to attacking Rookie. And these colony ships are finished, so let's just pause it quickly. Head to Lambda Serpentis. We will colonize this planet. It is an arid world. So let's jump on that tile there. At Horsham, we can actually use 2 of these colonists to colonize the continental world and the arid world. Or is this a desert world? That's actually a desert world. Okay, awesome. And we'll go there with that one. At Yolta. This is a tropical world, so we can go ahead and send our colony ship in that direction. Now I need to make sure that my colony ships actually do their job, so I do not want them to be running away. Even though there is this 1.5k there. Looks like they might move to engage, which is annoying. I guess I'm going to have to do it elsewhere. If we maybe do it at Yon instead.
Debris analyzed.
Then at least we can defend that.
Enemy planet secured.
So, Chaita now under our control. Just going to let those armies fix themselves up. We can move on to the next one, which will be Rookie. So let's send the fleet over there to go deal with that spaceport.
Hostile fleet engaged. Hostile fleet engaged. Construction ship under attack.
The 8th attack swarm can't really do much at the moment. Still waiting on that wormhole station. Looks like this one cannot retreat just yet, but we're going to do so as soon as we can. And I'm also going to tell this one to cancel its orders. Okay, let's embark these guys. Fantastic. I think we probably need to take over like a couple more planets and then we will have won the day. So this war is taking a little while, but not too long.
Analyzed.
As soon as that spaceport's dead, we can just bombard the planet. It looks like we are going to be engaging that science ship though, which is quite annoying.
Hostile fleet engaged.
So I do need a wormhole station there. I thought I was building one, but apparently I must have cancelled the order at some point.
Situation log updated.
Ideally, I just want them to ignore this mining station and go to Rookie. This is really annoying that you can't just tell them to just stop. So anyway, our construction ships should be finished at some point. It's going to take me quite a while to finish that wormhole station.
Station
And
under attack.
what I might do with this one actually in the meantime is build another military station. Because I think Yon is one of the systems that will be abandoned. So
Situation
my
log
wormhole
updated.
station and military stations should stay alive anyway. We can finally bombard that planet. I guess destroying that mining station did give me some more war score. But I just don't understand why this war goals doesn't go up.
Station under attack.
Seems so broken. Like, I'm really used to, like, in EU4, for example, the war score actually going up over time. But in this, apparently it does not. Anyway, we can land our armies on Ruki straight away, considering the full orbital bombardment is currently working at 114 damage per day. We might lose a couple armies, they are pretty low.
Established. Colony established.
We do have some colonies being established, as you may have heard. Gonna pop down that colony since we can, and I am going to go ahead and build some more colony ships.
Colony
Because
established.
there's plenty more places where we can go still. And we do have fleet combat, our military station engaging the 1,500 of the Kiilstofte galactic hierarchy. But we are on 89% war score, we're on 76% now. After securing the planet,
Situation
and
log
this
updated.
fleet can move. Let's head to Kornagi. And we'll take the transports with us. We do have this wormhole station in the center here. And my construction ships, I think they can all get out of that system now, just in case the army or fleet comes down upon them from the enemy. So we'll just make sure that all of those head back to Athas for now. My science ships, I think I could get one of them to come to Kiilstofte and research here. So we'll make sure that happens. And is there any more research that we can do within our own system? At Enif, we can do the insidious Sniran. Snirans are unique to the Great Dune Seas of Val-Yor. Okay. Is that Turbocore? No, we can't do it there. I swear I saw another exclamation mark around here somewhere. Ah, it's at Akmal. So Vel Zaldir, we can possibly do that, although it looks like we need a level 3 scientist to do so. So maybe not. I guess instead, maybe we can survey some systems. Maybe just survey Yon while we're at war. Why not? Let's just do it. That will give us the information about the system sooner than later, which should be very useful. I think even when we start just actually engaging the planet here, like start bombarding it, I think the blockade will put up our war score enough that we just insta-win. So that should be good. I think my transport's just arrived. I do not want them to get engaged. So I'm going to pull them away. But the other fleet should be here soon. 62% and counting. The first attack swarm is finished. So let's head to Rimok.
Hostile fleet engaged.
And we can take our armies with us. So we'll take the armies off the planet. And we'll head to Rimok with those as well. At Kornagi, we have engaged the mining station. So this may take a little while just because of that. Some more war declarations. Seems that people want me to help them out. But let's make sure that this attack on Travu happens sooner than later. And I love the way it says hostile fleet engaged when it's just like a terrible spaceport. It should say like spaceport engaged.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Let's go ahead and look at what's happening elsewhere. I mean, I guess what I could do is just speed this up.
Hostile fleet engaged.
But then the trouble with doing that is that the messages come in very, very quickly. So currently we are going fast, so it's a bit sped up. It does mean that the torpedoes move a lot faster and we get things done a lot quicker.
Situation log updated.
Ooh, look at this. The 1,400 is engaging our 36.5 thousand. That's very brave. You can see our lasers are wrecking their destroyers and cruisers very, very quickly. I think they had a load of corvettes there as well and they just died instantly. So that's job done there. Let's go ahead and attack McCaw. The 8th attack swarm still engaging.
Special project complete.
But Sniran secured. Snirans are large burrowing creatures that live beneath the dunes of the vast equatorial deserts of Verlior. When these predators sense movement in the sand above, they immediately raise dozens of tail spikes from their backs in the hope of impaling something edible. Finding a suitable specimen proved to be difficult at first, until hundreds of tracked, remote-controlled drones were dispatched across the desert in random directions. This led to the discovery and procurement of an unusually large specimen that had grown more than 100 spikes on its back. So there we go. Excellent. 250 society research.
Construction complete.
We can choose a new physics research, although we have just won the war with the Kiilstofte galactic hierarchy. So the best possible outcome, thank you very much. We will continue to keep the game paused and I will choose a new physics research. So I might invest in the plasma cannon, although the damage is not great. Maybe something simple like the applied quantum physics lab would be better. Just means that I can upgrade more buildings. Okay, so anyway, as you can see, we have torn apart the Kiilstofte galactic hierarchy. We've left them splintered, that's for sure. Now, I'm not sure how good the population is on Kiilstofte. I don't think it's great. They are fanatic xenophobes and pacifists. So they're pretty terrible. So we're just going to purge the planet. And that'll be that. So we didn't actually take away as much influence as I would have liked. But what we can do is take one of these colony ships to Jugum and colonize Frakor's Eyrie. And we shall do so on that tile there. Wonderful. So that will give us some influence down here and allow us to build another wormhole station that can allow us to attack the sovereign Kessim worlds. and the rest of the Nation of Athas, Adnaran Nation, and the Great Adnaran Hierarchy. We can clean all these guys out. The Nation of Athas are definitely getting in my way. I really should have got rid of this frontier outpost at Nizza Torum, but I didn't even realize there was one there. Probably should have saw that. I'm pretty sure there was probably a tooltip that told me that there was. But there we go. That's what happens when you're not paying attention at war. And anyway, what we can do now at Rana is colonize this planet ourselves. So we can get one of our guys over here. Is that a continental world? Yes, it is. Okay, so we'll go ahead and found Rana Prime with our own Schistocercan population. We will head one over to Mang 5, another continental world. I'll send it in that direction. We can't colonize it yet because we don't have enough influence, but we should do soon enough. And we can also send one down to Tiuz. There is space down here for another planet to be colonized, another continental world. This one has the robotic remains with the high engineering output there. So, starvation is occurring on Kiiksloofran. Do not care about that. Unemployment on Kiiksloofran. Do not care. We do have an inactive building on Skisteron, because it is missing the Tharan resource. That's probably my bad. I think I might have given a system that had our Betharan or Betharian to another sector. Well, shit. What can we do? I mean, there's not really much I can do about that. I could take a system back, but oh, that's irritating. I think most of them will have been colonized now. So we're holding on to Jana. That was the only one that I thought I was using, but apparently not. So that's annoying. Anyway, we got victory. I know that. Construction finished. Is that of the spaceports? I guess so. Don't care about the fleet combat stats and the war declarations. They can go away. No access. It's annoying. And some more construction finished. So we can get rid of that message for now. We can get rid of the missing in action. And just continue the game, see what happens. So at Kix Portrak, what I might do is tell my science ships to go there and survey the system, but we can't because we need a new wormhole station since we lost the one that was in Yon. So let's go to Jugum now and build it here instead. So we will go and build a wormhole station there. I'll get one military station just here. I'm going to build 3 around this one, I think, because it's pretty important. There we go. So all my construction ships will come here and build those very quickly. My science ships don't have much else to do, although there are a lot of systems now that I can access, so maybe they do have things to do. See, this one can go to Akmal and do the research project there. Then this science ship that only has a 3-star guy can get some experience by surveying these systems. Now there is a project in that system, apparently.
Debris analyzed.
So we'll do that, and then we'll survey the system. Added that to the queue there. We do have a couple of colony ships that should be able to colonize soon. We're just waiting for one more tick and we can colonize with this one. We are still playing at fast speed. We do need a new scientist since I think one of ours died. So that might take up the cost that I was going to use to colonize, because that's pretty important that we do maintain our research. And I guess I'm going to get this guy, so I am going to wait. We will wait for 1 more month, and then I will recruit this fella and add him there. Then I'm going to pause it because we are at max minerals, so I want to use up some of those. If we go to the planets, go to our sectors. I mean, look at these sectors though, they're huge now. This one has 22 planets. We're going to pump the minerals in there. They could definitely use it. They are throwing energy my way. I'm really not concerned about the minerals because we have so much coming in. We're just going to throw them back to these sectors anyway. What I need to do is up the output of this sector, and we'll pump more minerals into those. And that will do for now. I'm not going to bother upgrading any more spaceports this time round, since we did literally just pump over 10,000 minerals into those sectors. So that's pretty crazy. Anyway, the first attack swarm and the 8th attack swarm are literally doing nothing now. So we'll just tell them to consolidate, go orbit a planet, and that will save us some cash. These guys can merge with those guys. Fabulous. And also my transport fleets, they can go orbit to the nearest planets as well. This transport fleet can merge with that one. Okay, so we're waiting once again for more influence. What I should do next time I go to war with someone is add the humiliation so that we get the extra 100 influence, because especially if I'm going to be abandoning planets, that's pretty important. But at Jugum anyway, we have finally colonized Jugum Prime, and that will give us some influence down here on the borders of the sovereign Kessim worlds, and will allow us to surround the nation of Athas. And they are probably going to be my next target, as long as they aren't in some crazy federation. So let's go and have a look at that. If we go to the nation of Athas, they are in a federation with the Neborite Union, the Damana Commonwealth, and the Adnaran Nation. Okay, so the Adnaran Nation are tiny, the Damana Commonwealth are pretty big, and finally the nation of Athas, or the Neborite Union, sorry, are on my borders. Okay, so that could be a problem. I mean, the Neborite Union and the Damana Commonwealth together could be pretty powerful. So that could be a very interesting war. I might do it just because it will be really, really fun. And it will allow me to just wipe out the nation of Athas entirely. But we have just secured the Zolkor Swarm. The Zolkar, or Zolkor, are swarming insect analogues, unusual both for their large size and the fact that they are lithivores, feeding off rocks and minerals in the ground. One of the shuttles belonging to Pass Huron X, or 10, sustained serious damage when it inadvertently passed through a large swarm and several Zolkors began feeding on its hull. The construction of the special containment facilities required to hold these creatures has already begun at the Museum of Exobiology on Schistocerca. So excellent, and that's going to give us another 250 society research. And currently we have 250 stockpiled, so that will just get added on. Gonna take like half a month off the research to get some more Empire leader capacity, which is what I can't wait for really, because then I can have another leader. Should be very useful. Okay, anyway, let's have a look at these guys. Can we use either of them to settle yet? This one needs 43, this one needs 30. Okay, so we'll do that. I'm going to settle on this tile here. We're still moving at fast pace. I'm not going to bother turning it down just because I'm quite comfortable with the speed right now. Let's go ahead and enslave this population. And our balance is plus 340. So what I'm going to do is just pause it quickly. if we head to Schistocerca, we can add a bunch of battleships to the queue there. So what I'm going to do is do basically 2 battleships at each one, once I have enough minerals to do so. So let's just add 1 to each one for now. Next month we can add another one. Okay, and that should start to use up some of our energy, and currently it's pretty crazy. Anyway, I am going to actually leave it paused because unfortunately it has been my time, but we did do some serious damage to the Kiilstofte galactic hierarchy in this one, guys. So we are making some good progress into taking over the rest of the galaxy. We will take over the nation of Athas, or at least attack them in the next episode. So you got that to look forward to, but for now, guys, that's it. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.